it's Hot Mess Mama. Welcome back to Hot Mess Mama headquarters, my kitchen here in Greenville, North Carolina. It is Wednesday, the 14th of March. A few days away from St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day. I'm not Irish, but I'll pretend to be Irish because I really enjoy St. Patrick's Day. But yeah, I did a Facebook Live last week about some kind of like mom hacks. Which aren't always just for moms. It can be used by anybody else, right? But and it kind of pretty good response. So I thought, you know what, maybe I'll make this a regular thing, kind of talk about some fun hacks, you know, maybe once a week or something like that. We'll try it out, see how that goes. But today I'm talking a little bit about some more hacks that I used or that I have learned about. And I gained so much knowledge from y'all who submitted in your comments stuff that you do around the house that I was like, that's brilliant, genius. So why didn't I ever think of that? That's great, right? Because we're moms and we got to share this knowledge, right? So, okay, so I would expect that maybe you could put some comments in there and tell us some of the tricks that you use and the little hacks that you do. Or if you use any of the hacks that I'm going to talk about today, give me a thumbs up or a heart or something like that. Let me know. Or if you've done one of these hacks before and you said, it wasn't so great, let us know. Because a lot of these hacks I may not necessarily have tried myself, but I've done research on. But some of them are some hacks that I use pretty regularly that I love. So this is how we're going to start. First and foremost, I don't know if you saw my post earlier this week, but my daughter decided to get into my makeup bag and she took out my blush brush, you know, like your makeup brushes, right? And I thought, okay, she's just playing with makeup brushes, you know, she's pretending to put on some makeup or whatever. And I go and I find her in my bathroom in the toilet. Super fun. In the toilet with the brushes, dipping the brushes in the toilet water and brushing her face with the toilet water and brushing the counters with the toilet water, brushing the floors with the toilet water, having a grand old time water painting with toilet water and mommy's makeup brushes. So I thought, makeup brushes are expensive and I don't want to necessarily get rid of these because these are good ones. So what do I do? How do I keep them? How do I sanitize them? So, you know, you could just use, you know, wash them with your soap or whatever by hand, like, you know, we normally do, because you're supposed to wash them like every month or so to get rid of the bacteria. But I thought I need to do more than just wash these, right? And some of the brushes can be really, you know, if you get the really expensive ones, can be really pretty sensitive. So here was my hack. Y'all mamas, you might remember these. You might still have a bunch of them in your home. You can buy them in 2-packs at Walmart for like, I don't know, $4. This is the thing that you used to put your baby's bottle stuff in to clean the bottle nipples and the bottle rings and all that kind of stuff. Remember these? I keep this in my dishwasher and I use it for now that my kids don't do bottles anymore. I still use this for stuff. And I just simply popped my makeup brushes in here like this, closed it up, and ran them with the dishwasher. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, pretty awesome, right? I also put other things in here too that are kind of smaller things that you don't want to lose in the dishwasher, like rings to jars, or sometimes I even put in my, you know, you have your water bottles that have those long hoses or whatever, you can put those in here, or little things that, you know, could get lost in the dishwasher, you can put in here. And like I said, I use this for other things other than just, you know, baby bottles and stuff. But, you know, my daughter still does sippy cups, so I still, you know, when she does her smoothies with the sippies with the straws. And so I will, you know, regularly use that. But I use it for other things other than baby bottles, truth be told. So yeah, you can also put your toothbrushes in there, right? Because you're, you know, if you want to disinfect your toothbrush, you can throw your toothbrushes in there instead of putting it down with the knives and forks and stuff. You can also, in your dishwasher, clean baseball hats. You know, so if you have a great baseball hat that's gotten dingy or sweaty or gross, instead of putting it in a washing machine or putting it in the dryer where it's going to lose its shape and get bent, you can put it in the top rack of your dishwasher and it won't lose its shape and it will get clean. Lesson learned, right? With moms who wear lots of buns and lots of hats, and who have kids who are going to be wearing gross, dingy hats and baseball and such, it's a pretty good hack, right? So that's one. And I read somewhere on the internet that there is a way to actually cook a lasagna in your dishwasher. I'll have to find the post on it. I'll find the link to it and I'll post it here. But yeah, you could cook a lasagna in your dishwasher. That kind of freaks me out, but apparently it's doable. And I don't know, maybe it has something to do with energy saving, that it takes less energy to run your dishwasher than it does to run your oven. And apparently, like, you can cook the lasagna in the top rack while you're washing the food in the lower rack. I don't know how I quite feel about that, but I will do some research and I'll post it here. Wipes, baby wipes. moms, we use them for everything, right? You thought you used them for everything, but you'd be amazed at the stuff that you can do with baby wipes. Earlier, I had posted something saying, this was like a couple days ago or whatever, saying, what's a baby or a product that you use that is intended for use for children or babies, but that you as an adult use? And I said, wipes are my number one. I use wipes for everything. And not to brag, but I can clean my entire house with a box of wipes, right? But it's true. And I kind of started to make a list of all the things that you can do with baby wipes, and it got pretty extensive. So I'll post that on my Facebook page as well. But just to give you a little bit of idea of some of the things that you can do with baby wipes. Did you know that you can dust your house plants? Did you know that you can, before you have company over, you can wipe down your counters and you can wipe down your couches and stuff and give them, it's not going to be permanent, but give it a nice shine, make it appear like you're cleaning your house, especially with like leather couches and stuff that gives it, give it a nice wipe down, and you just look like this super clean mom, right? You can also clean chalkboards. Did you know that you could use it as a replacement to hemorrhoid cream or hemorrhoid wipes? Believe it or not, if you put some aloe or witch hazel on a baby wipe, you can use it as a hemorrhoid ointment or a hemorrhoid, pain relief. But, as moms who are going through pregnancy, that might be a nice thing to know. As dads that have had hemorrhoid problems, that's also good for you. So lesson learned, that's another thing you can do. You can also lick and stamp envelopes. Like instead of licking the envelope and licking the stamp, most of the stamps are stickers now, but yeah, you can use those baby wipes for that. You can clean like your pets down. You can wipe your pets down and get their pet hair off, which I thought was really cool, which I have done with my dog before. I do this all the time. Did you know that you can clean deodorant off your clothes? Like, okay, your little black dress, even though you buy the clear deodorant, that clear deodorant still leaves a little bit of a film or whatever on your clothes. You have the clothes on and you're like, okay, I've got the deodorant marks. Get a baby wipe and it comes right off. Better than you would like a wet washcloth or something like that. Did you know that you can use it to take your makeup off? Yep, especially eye makeup. And we spend so much money on those eye makeup towelettes and stuff, and that can take your eye makeup off pretty darn easy. So these are all some pretty cool things. But I've got, like I said, a big old list of not all the things, but a ton of things that you can do with baby wipes, and I will post that on my Facebook page. Also, what else? This is a great hack. Again, another product that we use intended for babies, but we use as adults. Anybody got an idea what we can use this for? Okay, you know what these are for, right? Remember, this is when we were hand washing our bottles, our baby bottles. We would hand wash our baby bottles with this. You know what else you can wash with this? I'll give you a couple of guesses. What do you think is on this mom's mind? What do you think this mom cleans with this? Well, not only am I able to clean, like, you can clean your baby sippy cups or whatever. You can also clean thermoses. Or even like, the sports water bottles that like sometimes are not dishwasher safe and you have to hand wash. You can get really down into sports water bottles. But my favorite, and I know this is not going to come as a surprise to you, use for the baby brush. Favorite use for it. Look what it cleans, Mom. It cleans a champagne glass. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Sometimes your champagne glasses are a little bit too delicate to put in the dishwasher and you want to hand wash them. Problem solved. Also, this one was like $1 one I got at like Walmart or whatever. It has one of those ends to it where it's got like one of these tools for if you ever have to clean something and like scrape it like in those tiny little corners. That works really well. I also have one that, the like Dr. Brown's one. So this was like a 99-cent one, but the Dr. Brown's ones that are like the heavy duty, like $5 or $6 ones, they have these little suction cup things. The suction cup goes on your countertop. And then when you're done using the Dr. Brown's brush, you set it in the suction cup. So it can literally sit on your sink counter right next to your, brush wand. And you can use it for, wine glasses, champagne. I like to use it especially on the champagne glasses because the flutes are so narrow. But yeah, that is probably my favorite hack today. I know that comes as a complete surprise to all of you. What else? Oh, bread. Just a simple piece of sandwich bread, butternut, Wonder, whatever you have, whatever you use. You can use that to pick up lots of stuff that you didn't even know about. So you break a glass. heaven forbid it be a champagne glass. You break a glass and you can pick up the big chunks, right? But now you have to pick up all the little lids and the shards. And you don't necessarily want to vacuum those up because it'll get stuck in your vacuum, right? And you don't want to just brush it because that's not going to get the fine little things, right? And your kids are going to step in it and it's just going to be a mess. Take a piece of bread and press the bread down into the shards and it picks the shards right up. Also works for glitter! Right? I know, like I'm thinking, I can think of a million times that my kids have dumped glitter or spilled glitter or, just regular everyday crafting with glitter. And I'm like, oh, and you can't brush it off the counters. You can't wipe it off the counters with something wet. You can use a piece of bread. Okay. What else can you do? Oh, this is something that I learned from my mom, I think, that, when you have those Tupperware, the big Tupperware storage where you may dump all, I know personally, when I get a bag of flour or get a bag of sugar or whatever, I dump them into their own individual Tupperware containers so that they're airtight and so that they stay fresh longer, and they're just easier to scoop out of those than it is to scoop out of a bag. Your sugar, especially your brown sugars, your white sugars, if you're in a high humid community, climate, they can get clumpy, right? And it can stick together. And so if you throw a thing of bread in there, the bread will draw the moisture out of the sugar, not the flour necessarily. Flour doesn't really go sticky, but the sugar will. It'll draw the moisture out of the sugar and keep your sugar from clumping and sticking together. Pretty cool, huh? Right? Especially for us moms that are here in a high humidity climate and up at the beach and stuff like that. Because, if you left a piece of bread out on the counter, it's going to dry out, right? But if you put it in with, and so if you leave it in a Tupperware tub, it's going to dry out too, and it's going to thrive for moisture, and it's going to pull the moisture out of your sugar. Pretty cool. What else did I want to tell you about? Toothpaste. Toothpaste has a myriad of uses as well. Now, notice, have you ever seen these things? I get them 2 for $1 at the Dollar Tree. I think you probably get them at Walmart too. They're a lifesaver. They totally hack the toothpaste. All those times you're like, oh, do I wring the end or do I roll the end to try to get those last its and bits out of those last squeezes out, last little sticking your tongue in the little, I can get the last little bit out. This is like a toothpaste seer. And so you stick it on the end of your toothpaste tube, right? You see that? And you push it up as you use it. So you're constantly getting a consistent flow of toothpaste out the tube, and you're not wringing or anything, and you're getting all of the toothpaste out of the tube, right? Again, this is something, and if you haven't seen them before, it will change your life, especially when you have little kids who can't, manipulate this to get the toothpaste out of the tube, right? Okay, sidebar. That was a sidebar, but product endorsement for, I don't even know what you call this thing, toothpaste saver. Did you know that you can clean silver with toothpaste? You sure can. I know that I have silver jewelry and stuff, and I'm like, oh, if I'm ready to go out, when I go out on my fancy dates, or, I go out to the gala, I go and I grab some silver jewelry out of my, cabinet or my jewelry box, and it's tarnished, and I don't have time to go pull out the silverware, silver polish and all that, so you can take this, rub it on your silver jewelry, and you can either toothbrush it or even just rub it real hard with your fingers and then rinse it and wipe it off, and you get sparkly silver. It's pretty cool, right? A lot cheaper than silver polish too, and it's just, in a pinch you can use it pretty much anywhere, because who doesn't have toothpaste? It can also remove scuffs from leather shoes. If you have a leather shoe that has a scuff on it, apparently the oils or something that are in here can remove the scuffs. Hey Katie, good. I have someone following me. Katie, I'm doing a Facebook Live about hacks. And you're probably going to have to watch the early parts of it because you missed the beginning, and they will blow your mind. You'll be like, wow, how did I live this long not knowing this, right? What else can it do? Did you know that toothpaste can clean piano keys? Apparently, I'm not a piano player, but you know how, I guess that the white keys, the ivory keys on a piano can get dingy, and this will whiten your piano keys, much like it will whiten your teeth, right? Which is pretty cool. It'll clean a clothes iron, those mysterious machines that people use to make their clothes pressed and straight. I guess they're called an iron. Never use one. Do not iron. If I have to iron it, I'm not gonna iron it. I'm not gonna buy it. Or it's gonna go to the dry cleaner. I'm gonna have my husband iron it. I don't iron. I cannot handle another thing on my to-do list. But apparently you have to clean your iron, because your iron will get dingy or will get film on it from, spray starch or just the fabric softener that's in the clothes. It'll get a layer on it, and apparently toothpaste will take that right off. So moms who iron, I don't know who you are, because I don't know a mom that irons who doesn't have to, but that's your trick. What else does it do? Like I said, it cleans silver, but I guess it also cleans diamond jewelry. So when we're, breastfeeding our baby with our big shiny rock, we could clean our diamond rings with our toothpaste. in the real world, that doesn't happen. But if y'all still wear your diamond rings, you can, I know I don't wear mine anymore. It's just not practical with my kids. But yeah, I guess toothpaste cleans diamond rings. What else does it do? Get this, it deodorizes baby bottles. I didn't know this. I looked this up. That apparently, you know, like when you're using a baby bottle or whatever, and you're getting all sorts of milk in there and breast milk in there, they tend to get skanky, not skunky. You know, they get that like smell from the curdling, gross milk that, you know, after use, even though the dishwasher can't get that stank out of it. Apparently, like toothpaste, if you want to like clean your baby bottle out with toothpaste, it deodorizes it and gets all that stink out of it. Obviously, you want to make sure that you clean it pretty good before you put more milk in it and give it to your kid. And it also defogs things. I didn't know this. It defogs, like, you know, goggles, like if you're wearing like construction goggles or safety goggles or swimming goggles, that if you wipe some, put some on the lenses and then wipe it off, that it'll keep them from fogging. And it also will keep mirrors from fogging, like bathroom mirrors when you're showering and stuff. I can't imagine anyone would want to wipe down their entire shower mirror with toothpaste and then clean that all off just so that your shower mirror wouldn't fog. Like, turn on the vent. Right? Like, I would rather just turn on that little exhaust vent than have to wipe down my entire mirror with toothpaste and clean it all off. But, you know, if you have to, I guess toothpaste can save that day too, right? And apparently they are really good at cleaning tennis shoes, right? Okay, so my daughter's tennis shoes, they're white. They're not incredibly dirty. They're just kind of dingy. Like, there's a little bit of dinge, a little bit of dirt down there. Apparently that toothpaste will clean, like, white tennis shoes. You know how, like, that's kind of all the rage right now? Okay, this is not a toothbrush that I use to brush my teeth with. Just FYI, it's a toothbrush tool that I use when I'm not, you know, for other things, other cleaning hacks. You can put, I don't know, you know what? As I'm doing this toothpaste discussion, I don't know if the toothpaste matters if it's a gel or if it's a paste. I've got a mixture, so we'll see. So yeah, so apparently we put a little bit of toothpaste on a toothbrush, and here we go. You can clean a white, you know, the white shoe, because you know what it is kind of all the rage right now, that when you have, you know, white sneakers, that like the whiter the better. Like that is the big deal, is to have them like crazy sparkling white, like just out of the box white, right? So apparently, like, if you just do a little bit of brushing, I'm not doing it really aggressively. If you do it, you know, just a little bit of brushing. Who cares about the soles, right? Because they're just gonna walk all over it. A little bit of brushing, and again, this is probably not a very good example because my daughter's shoes were not that gross to begin with. But my son's shoes are black, so I wouldn't really, yeah, pretty good. Minty fresh too. You probably can't see a whole lot of difference on your end, but this is like visibly whiter than this dingy side. But, you know, I don't think that my camera is picking that quite up. But, you know, again, I think it's for those moms and daughters and sons who really want to just have those uber white shoes, or like, you know what happens sometimes where, you know, your kid, you know, spills Kool-Aid on it, or, you know, whatever. Apparently the toothpaste is the way to go to get, you know, those stains out of white tennis shoes. So, lesson learned. All right, guys. So what about you guys? Do you guys have any good hacks for me? Any good mom hacks for me that I could try? If you've tried any of these, or if you've used some of these products for other uses, leave a comment. And now, if maybe you've used some of these hacks and they didn't work for you, let me know. Maybe tell me what your favorite hack is. Wow, these are really minty fresh. She's gonna want to eat them instead of wear them, right? Yeah, or, you know, I would love to, you know, hear some of your other tips, and I can, you know, talk about them again next week if I do another hack. But again, we talked about how you can, things that you can hack in your dishwasher. Wipes, what are some baby wipe hacks? Bottle, you know, the baby brush, that's another baby brush hack. Bread, and toothpaste. So we talked a lot about a bunch of different products that are kind of everyday around the house, or stuff that you used when your babies were babies, that you can continue to use well after the fact. But that's all I got for y'all today. Thanks for joining, but please put in your comments if you like this. Put in your comments if you like some of these products, or if you tried some of these. Put in some comments about some other hacks that you might have, and I can discuss them later. And I will be putting in subsequent posts about that are longer, you know, separate from this video, that include lists of things that you can do with, say, baby wipes or toothpaste or stuff like that, because the list is pretty extensive. I was impressed with like, wow, there's a lot of stuff you can do with baby wipes. Who knew? There's a lot of stuff you can do with toothpaste besides brush your teeth, which not all of us have the luxury of doing every day, because, you know, sometimes we have to choose between brushing our teeth and taking a shower, or sometimes we have to go without entirely, because that's just how we roll. All right, guys, have a wonderful Wednesday, and I'll see you on Friday, because we're going to be doing another wine tasting / beer tasting with a little bit of a St. Patrick's Day flair. Again, it's going to be a meatless Friday for those Catholics. So we are going to be tasting wines and beers with grilled cheese and peanut butter sandwiches. So it'll be really easy for you moms to be able to just grab a bottle of whatever out of your cabinets and slather on some peanut butter and jelly. It'll be easy peasy, lemon squeezy for a Friday. So come join us right back here at 5 o'clock on Friday. But thanks again for joining. Have a great day. Katie, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.